Why hello there, people. How are you doing? Well, you're probably wondering why, or why. Because after I finished the previous boss, the Gaping Dragon, I was looking human. So why on earth do I look like I've seen my grandma naked? Well, that's because as I was making my way down this path, there was some moisture. It's a forest after all. And I slipped and I fell to my death. Or let's just say my greed killed me. Because this is the forest of greed. One of the main reasons I come here this early is because there are some enemies here. Some humanoid enemies, as you can see, that I would like to aggro. And by aggroing, there's a small trick I learned to do in order to gather as many souls as I can. Of course, I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to showcase it, but it still works, and it's still as funny as it used to be. Now, sometimes disasters happen, but most of the time it works perfectly. So I position myself here and do this, and look what happens. There's one Mississippi. Ooh, the others okay. That's one dead. There's two dead, and three dead. Easy money. Pretty easy money. Now I really don't need to do that. As you can see, I can fight them normally and be able to kill them. But the problem is when there are many gathering up on you, it's better to just do this. This is a certain covenant that I will be joining. It's an important covenant even in offline play. And the reason why it is important is because I get a unique ring should I join and kill a certain enemy, which I will do, undoubtedly. But yeah, as 40 easy. Ooh. So there you go. Like I said, at this level, I'm confident in being able to parry and kill them without a problem. And I do decent damage. Before coming here, of course, I crossed path with the blacksmith, gave him the large emperor, and of course I leveled up my weapon to +7, which is now a beast. Pretty good. It's a pretty good weapon. Is the other dude? Oh, that was not a good. Parry. Now this is a good parry. Another good parry. Hat trick? Come on. No hat trick. No hat trick for me. Now, as you can see, these guys do not mess around. They one-shot. It's clearly an area I am not supposed to be. I can play it, as you can see, I can parry and, you know, I can do the let them all die strategy, but nevertheless, it's a place where I should not be. There's a thief, there's a brigand, there's a cleric. I aggro them all and run back to my favorite spot. Now, I was not planning to do this, you know, multiple times. I just wanted to go and talk with the cat. That's all I wanted to do. But since we're dead, Let's do it again. Why on earth? Why on earth not? They drop on me and they die. So sad. It's as funny as it looks. That's so bad. The AI is a joke. Now who else isn't dead? Are you? Ooh. Now you're a problem. Oh, thanks. He had an issue with tree clipping. Goodbye. As a thief, he doesn't have that many resistances, so easily killable. Now we can talk to the cat lady that will ask us to join the Covenant, and as I join the Covenant, these guys will be no longer hostile, which is a good thing. But before I do that, there is definitely one more. Not you, but there is another one that needs to die. I think it's an archer. Oh, camera. No, I think it's this one, no? Yeah, it's her. She's the archer. She switches to a scimitar and a shield, leather shield, or whatever that shield is. Ow. Of course he deals a ton of damage. She's not here to play. Let me top myself off, just in case. There we go. Here's the bow. Do something, come on. Of course she'll switch too. Well, I'll keep poking you until you decide to come and attack me. Now she's intended to be this way. She wants to gain distance to switch to her favorite and main weapon, which is the bow. Now usually the others are still alive, so that will help her. That will help her easily deal with me. But yeah, she kept going back and everything. I wanted her to just attack me so I can riposte and kill her. But she was smart. I give her that. She was smart and I was dumb. And whoever's dumb loses in Dark Souls. Make no mistake, that magic missile that he's firing at me is usually a one-shot, so one should be careful. Let me retrieve my swords, do the big round, and hopefully none of them is stuck in the terrain. I think it's not a one-shot 100% because I did level up, but it deals around 85-90% of my HP, which is, you know, a hefty amount of HP lost. So here they come, or I hope. Now sometimes this happens where they don't die and they drop next to you. No panic, it's not a problem at all. All I need to do is just to kick him, like in the 300 movie. But, you know, without being all angry and muscly and yelling this is Sparta and everything. But yeah, the end result is a similar one, where they all fall to their demise. Good riddance. One more enemy. I am committed to defeating you, my lady. It goes without saying. Even though I am not supposed to be here, but I am committed. I will kill you. Come here. You can do this. Here we go. Yeah, she's a bit confused what to do. I can probably... okay. Alright. I guess I have nothing else to say. Other than arrivederci. If I said that correctly, of course. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. I don't know. One of these. Now here's Mrs. Cat. Now listen carefully because her language and her dialogue is tricky.
Is it not so that thou art new?
Yes, we are.
Thou fared well to find me.
Yes, I did.
Not for the grave of Sir Artorias.
Yes, I do.
My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication.
Really?
Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest groves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
Of course I want to join.
I am very glad. And now, art one of us. Let us establish a covenant.
Join the Covenant. And this is why I left the previous Covenant. Because I wanted to join this one. The Cat Covenant Ring.
Thou wearest that ring. It allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders,
Then I will summon thee.
fend them off, sire. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so. But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own family. To thine kinsmen forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate. Ah, thou dost cometh. My hopes for thee are of the highest. Do not such a hope shine.
Alright. So, what she means by betraying the Covenant, and like I said before, I am going to betray the Covenant. If I am playing online, and I do betray the Covenant, there will be, or I will get like a mark on my head, and I will be invaded, which is amazing by the way. I will be invaded constantly, and that's amazing to be honest, because in the other Dark Souls games, as we get the stone armor, there is no real consequence to being a sinner, but in Dark Souls 1, being a sinner is a big deal. You'll be invaded over and over again by probably higher leveled characters that will make your life a misery. Now that light up ahead is the grave of Artorias, which eventually we will be going there. These are the mushrooms. The nostalgic mushrooms in the Mushroom Kingdom. And we find these in Dark Souls 3 as just cadavers of an age that was long past. There's the big ones. I think the big ones are the ones that will attack. The small ones... yeah, the small ones are friendly. But yeah, I think the first time when I arrived here, it was like another world apart. Like I said, imagination does play a big role, and I do not know how this place is looking. But there are some fierce enemies later on over that way. And this place was amazing, to be honest. I was like, man, this is like something else. Like, if you take a close look and see the perimeter and the map in general, it's not that big as usual. Artorias is that way, and the forest is a bit down there, and there's going to be a small ladder where we will be descending upon the Hydra. It's a big circle. That's one of the best aspects of Dark Souls 1. The level design in Dark Souls 1 is unparalleled. Even in Dark Souls 2 and 3, it's not as good as this one. Goes without saying. Now, as we join the Covenant, the other NPCs that were there, even though they will respawn, are now friendly to me because I'm part of their Covenant. And we gain access to our dear
I'm Shiva of the East.
Shiva of the East, Captain of the Brigade.
As there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting, except there is little in the form of rules. You hear? Fight and hunt as you will. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we fight. Only, don't forget what Arvina said. Traitors aren't given a second. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you. Don't worry, you'll be hunted.
Alright, so in this position he will just only talk to us, but as we arrive to Blighttown in a certain area, we will be having access to him as a merchant, and that is pretty important because he does sell some great dexterity weapons, some katanas and everything. And this here is his bodyguard. That does have nothing to say, but this guy is pretty unique. Excuse me, he's pretty unique. He's got a katana, he's a ninja. He's got the shadow set that we will find in Blighttown. Killing him here will give me the ring I seek, the wood grain ring, but it's counterintuitive because, like I said, we will gain access to this guy as a merchant, so I still do need them, and I still do want to buy his wares before I engage with him. Now, I do not know how many times he will appear in Blighttown, but it's not going to be too much. There's a set, there's his set over there. I just want to grab it pretty quickly, because this area is extremely littered with these stupid plants, so if I am not careful, death is around the corner, as you can see. This is the bad way to approach this area. I should have been coming to the right, and by coming to the right, I'll aggro the least amount of them, allowing me to easily get the set. But nevertheless, since I know the layout of the map, I can easily go back there. Like I said, these guys are now friendly. They will not attack me, but make no mistake, if you should attack them, you will become a sinner. It's funny that if you do not know the layout of the map, it's weird that your souls are there. It doesn't feel like I was in this area. I feel like I was in somewhere far away or something. But I wasn't really. This is the correct thing. Please, please, thank you. And now, I'll just come back the way I came again, to aggro the lesser amount of stupidity as possible. I can fight them, really. I do have enough damage, but it doesn't really matter. It's pointless. Now that we came through this place, we did our business, it is the ripe time to go to Blighttown. Especially now that I do have 17 dexterity, maybe strength and the rest on dexterity, maybe one more point in endurance, because endurance is pretty handy, and we have souls to spare. So far I do not need to reverse my hollowing, so I'll stay hollowed in order to conserve my humanity. Hi. 321? Good damage. This is going to be a pretty handy weapon until the boss, until the next boss. And then, hopefully, I will find a better spear to continue the journey with. Now, unlike Dark Souls 2 or 3, in this game, if you want to go to a certain location, you need to physically walk to that location. And gaining access to the teleportation is not gonna be easy. It will happen actually in the late game, where I will be able to teleport, yes, but it's not as good as the teleportation in Dark Souls 3, for example, where I can teleport to literally every bonfire in the game, in every area. In this game, only certain bonfires you can teleport to, and again, you only gain access to those bonfires during your journey, or when you reach the well, let's just say when you reach Anor Londo. Now I forgot one thing I need to do. I need to go talk with our friend Siegmeyer, not Siegbert. Siegbert, I think, is a descendant of Siegmeyer, but this is the original Onion King. Siegmeyer, how you doing, my friend? I still see you are absorbed in your thoughts, and I know what should trouble you. What's troubling you? This big door right here, isn't it?
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought.
Indeed you were.
I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed.
Luckily for you, my dear, I do know how to open this door. For I come from the future, where I've been through this place countless times, and I know exactly what I need to do in order to open that door for you. So worry not, my friend. Your wait is almost over. But for now, I have a ring, or I have a bell to ring. And that bell, my friend, is gonna be your way forward. So I guess it's gonna be Quailana or Quailag's domain, and then, and only then, we go back to Sen's Fortress. Which gets me thinking, Now this is the best part about this game. This is the absolute amazing part of this game. Even now, I do have options. I can go to New Londo. I can go to the crypt or the tombs. Or I can go to Quaylag's domain. I can go to Blighttown. Where else I can go? I can even go do the small side quest. I can return back to the asylum. So there is 5 choices I can do. Of course, it's all up to me which one I desire or I choose. There are some that are harder than the others. For example, Londo is going to be probably hard because I don't know, or supposedly if you are a new player, you do not know about how to deal with the ghosts. And it's a tricky place, but it's completely accessible. Same goes for the tomb or the crypt. Technically, I should be gone there long ago because I would be getting the right of kindling, enabling me to have plus 15 Estus. And some pretty interesting weapons, like the scythe. But yeah, options. And these options enables me to plan ahead, where to go, things to do. And that's an amazing thing about Dark Souls. And sadly, you can't really find in Dark Souls 2 and 3. A tiny bit in Dark Souls 2. At the beginning you do have like 1 or 2 places you can reach. But other than that, it's not at the level of Dark Souls 1. In Dark Souls 3 it's mostly linear. Again, there's some branchments, but you can go to one place or the other, but you have to go to the both places in order to progress. But yeah, it appears that our friend the bald-headed, or the bald-head cup, or the cup-head bald haircut thingy guy, guests has arrived, as you can see.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
You pretty bastard. Oh, like I said, I come from the future, my friend. I know what you do. I know what you will do.
Oh, miracle? Rhea is the youngest daughter of the good house of Thurland. Those young knights are her old schoolmates, but I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm afraid they may be a bad influence.
No, you are the bad influence. I don't want to talk to you. I guess he's praying. I think he's humming a song, but yeah, whatever. Let's just say he's praying. What about you?
You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Oh, I'm meeting her. Whether you like it or you don't.
Oh, you again. What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now.
Alright.
Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. But what can one do? I do hope we meet again. Rary or not.
Rary or Nox. That's a pretty important phrase. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. But what, rary or not?
It's funny, this small phrase is, for me, or my brain wired it immediately to the amazing Vati video. The YouTuber who does videos dedicated to Dark Souls universe. I think it's because I learned about the meaning of that word from him, Wary or Nox. But that guy is amazing. That guy is another level. His video, his production is just something else. He become like a lore master for the Dark Souls series, and I hope that if From Software does indeed make a fourth Dark Souls installment, I really really hope they will make him as an NPC there, someone that talks about the lore of the game, because that guy did so much for the Dark Souls community and the game in general. Anything you want about the Souls series, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, the Dark Souls, you go to that guy and you'll find an amazing array of videos about the stories, the characters, the game, everything. So yeah, he deserves any praise and every credits. Now let's talk to Rhea.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
She has a mission indeed. And again, Mr. Vati Vidya does talk about her mission, what she's gonna be doing and everything.
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think...
Okay, one more time.
Did I not explain...
Okay, so it's the same. Now that I've talked to them, like they said, they will be departing shortly, and I will no longer find any of them. But our paths, they will cross. They will most certainly cross when I go to the crypt. But for now, I bid thee farewell, and we'll see you. We'll see you soon. Now we did rescue our dear friend the Pyromancer here, so let's have a chat with him.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my Pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
Yeah, why not? Pyromancy is good.
Oh really? Oh, that's a shame. But it's your choice. I'm on the fringe. Yeah, I know. Undead or not, that's who I am. I only wish that I could have repaid you somehow.
No, do not worry.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe. Oh, and if by chance you've had a change of heart, I'll be pleased to assist you by sharing my spells.
I said yes.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Oh, I should probably said no the first time. Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
Of course, we can upgrade it. We can talk with the guy, and we can purchase some sort of pyromancy. Of course, I'll buy that.
Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
The Great Swamp, you say? We do stumble against, or we do stumble in the Great Swamp a couple of times. I think it's 3 times, but I don't know if Dark Souls 2 does have the swamp or nay. But indeed, we do find the swamp. But that story will be for the next episode. This has been Yagami, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are enjoying my company as we journey through Dark Souls, the remaster, and I will see you, amazing guys, in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.